because he knows the torture of anticipation is worse than the blow itself. He is letting them build their walls, letting them think they are safe, letting them laugh one last time. He is not waiting for courage. He is waiting for the perfect moment to shatter their illusion. He knows exactly where they are. He is just letting them feel the terror of being found.
They think I vanished. They think because the noise stopped, because the screaming stopped, that I simply faded away into the gray. They mistake my silence for defeat. They mistake my distance for fear. But they do not understand the nature of a man who has lost everything. When you strip a man of his hope, when you rob him of his heart, you do not destroy him. You free him. I am not gone. I am simply watching. I am sitting in the dark, the kind of dark that is heavy, the kind that presses against your chest like water at the bottom of the ocean. And I am remembering. I am tracing the lines on the map of my past, a map drawn in scars and burned bridges. They think they are safe in their high towers, safe in their new lives, safe in the lies they told themselves to sleep at night. They think time washes away sins, but I am not time, and I do not wash away. I am the stain that remains. I am the echo in the empty hallway, and I made a promise to the silence that surrounds me now. I whispered it to the cold walls of this prison they built for me. I said, I will find where you are. It wasn't always like this. I wasn't always this thing, this cold mechanism of calculation and memory. I remember warmth. I remember what it felt like to trust without looking for the knife. I remember what it felt like to sleep without one eye open. I was soft once. I was open. I was a house with the doors unlocked and the windows wide open, inviting the world inside because I believed the world was good. That was my mistake. That was the sin I paid for with my soul. I let them in. I let them walk through the corridors of my mind. I gave them the keys to everything I was, and they didn't just steal from me. A thief takes what he needs and leaves. No, they were not thieves. They were vandals. They smashed the windows just to hear the sound of the glass breaking. They set fire to the curtains just to watch the colors change as they burned. They took the love I offered, the loyalty I pledged, and they twisted it until it snapped. And when I fell, when I reached out my hand from the pit they dug for me, they didn't help me up. They looked down. They smiled that pitying, arrogant smile, and they buried me. They shoveled the dirt of their indifference over my face. They walked away, dusting their hands off, laughing about how weak I was, laughing about how easy it was to break me. And for a long time, I stayed buried. It is cold under the earth. It is lonely. You have a lot of time to think when you are dead to the world. I spent nights screaming until my throat bled, begging for an apology that never came. I spent years mourning the person I used to be. I held the corpse of my old self in my arms, rocking back and forth, crying for the innocence that was murdered. That is the part they don't tell you about strength. True strength isn't born in glory. It is born in a grief so profound it almost kills you. I grieved. I grieved for the laughter I lost. I grieved for the capacity to love. I grieved because I knew, deep down, that even if I survived this, I would never, ever be the same. The man who went into that darkness is not the man who is speaking to you now. That man is gone. He died of a broken heart. He died of betrayal. I miss him sometimes. I miss the boy who thought the world was fair. But he was too weak for this life. He had to die so I could rise. So I stopped crying eventually. The tears dried up, and when the tears stopped, the ice began to form. It started in my chest, a numbness, a beautiful, silent numbness. I realized that if I didn't care, they couldn't hurt me. If I had no heart, they couldn't break it. So I let the cold take me. I let the darkness seep into my pores until my blood ran slower, until my pulse became a steady, rhythmic march of war. I stopped looking for the light. I started learning to see in the dark. And that is when I saw them, not with my eyes, but with my instinct. I saw the trails they left behind. You see, people who hurt others, they are sloppy, they are arrogant, they leave footprints of destruction wherever they go. They think they can outrun their karma. They think they can move to a new city, find new friends, wear a new mask, and everything will be forgotten. But energy cannot be destroyed. The pain they caused, it has to go somewhere. It came to me. It became my fuel. It became my compass. I'm not hunting them with anger. Anger is a fire that burns out. Anger is volatile. No, I am past anger. I'm in a state of absolute clarity. I am hunting them with the precision of a surgeon. I am hunting them with the patience of a mountain. I will find where you are. You can hide behind your money. You can hide behind your status. You can hide behind the new victims you are manipulating right now. It does not matter. I can smell the rot beneath your perfume. I can hear the tremor in your voice when the room gets too quiet. I know you better than you know yourself. I know that deep down you are terrified. You're terrified because you know what you did. You try to drown it out with noise, with parties, with distractions, with validation from strangers on the internet. But in the quiet moments, when you look in the mirror, you see the monster staring back, and soon you will see me. I am coming for everything you built on the foundation of my pain. I am not coming to shout. I am not coming to make a scene. I am coming to pull the loose thread that holds your entire fake life together. I am coming to whisper the truth in a room full of your lies. I am tracking you through the void. Every lie you tell is a beacon calling me closer. Every person you betray is another signpost pointing the way. You think you are the player, moving pieces on the board. You think you are the king, but you forgot one thing. The board belongs to me now. They call me a villain now. Isn't that funny? When I was good, they trampled me. Now that I am strong, they call me a monster. They say I am cold. They say I am cruel. They ask, why can't you just let it go? Why can't you just forgive and move on? Forgiveness is a luxury I cannot afford. Forgiveness is for those who have safety. I do not have safety. I have only survival. If I forgive the wolf for biting me, I am only inviting him to tear out my throat. No, I do not forgive. I remember. I have cataloged every slight. I have recorded every moment of humiliation, not out of pettiness, but out of necessity. My memory is my armor. My scars are my weapons. They look at my scars and see ugliness. I look at my scars and see a map that leads directly to the people who held the blade. I am the exception. I am the one who refused to stay down. Most people, when they are broken, they stay broken. They become bitter, small, defeated things. They curl up and wait to die. But I took the broken pieces of my soul and I sharpened them. I turned my shattered heart into shrapnel. I am not a human being anymore in the way they understand it. I am a force of nature. I am the storm that happens after the drought. I am the reckoning. Do you know what it feels like to be hunted by something that does not sleep? That is what I have become. I am the shadow in the corner of your eye that vanishes when you turn your head. I am the cold draft in a warm room. I am the glitch in your perfect reality. I am walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil, because I am the evil that evil fears. I have walked through hell, and I came out carrying the devil's head. Do you think I am afraid of you? Do you think I am afraid of your words, your rumors, your little games? I have danced with demons that would make you beg for mercy. I have sat at the table with despair and drank from the same cup. You cannot scare a man who has already died. You cannot hurt a man who feels nothing. I am getting closer. Can you feel it? I am not rushing. Predators do not rush. I am taking my time. I'm savoring the inevitability of it. I am watching you build your house of cards higher and higher, and I am just waiting for the wind to change. I am waiting for the moment when you feel safe, when you finally think you got away with it. That is when I will appear. But there is a tragedy in this victory, and I must admit it to myself, if not to you. Even when I find you, even when I take everything from you, it will not bring back the boy I was. It will not glue the pieces of my heart back together. The victory will be cold. It will taste like ash. I know this. I accept this. I am not doing this for happiness. I gave up on happiness a long time ago. Happiness is for the ignorant. I am doing this for balance. I am doing this for justice. I am doing this because the universe is chaotic and cruel, and someone like me, must bring order to the chaos. I am the janitor of this corrupt world. I am cleaning up the mess you made. It is lonely work. God, it is so lonely. Sometimes I look at the people walking down the street, holding hands, laughing, living their simple, beautiful, ignorant lives, and I feel a pang of jealousy so sharp it cuts my breath. They don't know. They don't know what walks among them. They don't know the darkness that sits just beneath the surface of their reality. I carry that burden for them. I carry the darkness so they don't have to. So go ahead. Laugh, manipulation, lie, cheat, steal. Continue to think you are untouchable. Continue to think you are the main character in this story. But remember this speech. Remember this voice. One day, you will be walking down a street you think you know. Or you will be sitting in a room you think is secure. The air will get a little colder. The lights will dim just a fraction. And you will get a feeling in the pit of your stomach. A feeling that you are being watched. You will turn around and you will see nothing. But I will be there. I am already there. I am in the walls of your guilt. I am in the silence of your regret. I am the ghost you cannot exorcise, because I am not a superstition. I am a consequence. I have tracked you through the years. I have tracked you through the pain. I have tracked you through the lies. And I am almost there. Run if you want. It only makes the chase more interesting. Hide if you want. It only gives me more time to sharpen my blade. Pray if you want. But the gods you pray to, they left this place a long time ago. They looked at what you did to me, and they turned their backs in shame. There is no one between you and me now. No referees, no rules, no mercy. You took my life. You took my heart. You took my light. So I am coming to take your world. I will find where you are. I will find where you hide your secrets. I will find the cracks in your armor. And I will simply exist. I will let my presence shatter you. Do not look for me. You won't see me until it is too late. Just listen. Listen to the beating of your own guilty heart. That is the sound of my footsteps. I am coming. I am here.